Welcome to JK Games, the gaming podcast where we bring you the gaming news we care about.
And maybe some that we don't.
And whether you play on easy mode,
or you like a good challenge,
this is a show where we'll try to level up your gaming knowledge. Oh, suspenseful intro. There you have it.
I'm more serious. I expected like the Law and Order dun dun after it.
Chung chung.
Chung chung.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good.
Did I ever tell you that I like to, if I ever want to take a nap during the day, I just play Law and Order.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it puts me to sleep so fast.
I feel like everybody has a nap show.
Like, that is my nap show, and nothing relaxes me more than listening to the theme song of Law and Order. Like, I could have that playing on repeat and just fall asleep.
That's amazing. I think my...
There you go.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think my fall asleep show is Friends.
That could be, yeah, I could see that being in that.
Like, you just throw it on. Like, you watch it. It's good, but it's also, like, I've seen it so many times that you can fall asleep to it.
I was about to say, it's not going to hurt you back. It's not going to, like, emotionally wreck you. But it's really odd because Law and Order will do that, but it puts me to sleep. So I think it's just the intro, the theme song.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, if you're new here and you're wondering who are these voices talking about sleep shows that I don't know who they are. I just stumbled upon this podcast. Who are these people? My name is Kayla. I'm one of your hosts.
And I'm Jerica, your other host. And on this show, we talk more about video games more than we do about like shows that put you to sleep.
Yeah,
we like to fall asleep.
We don't want shows that you're gonna, go to sleep. We want video games that keep you awake.
Yeah, where you can't put the controller down. Like you are up, the rooster's crowing, but you are still nothing rhymes with that.
Still a going. Still a going.
The rooster's crowing, but you're still a going.
Yes, sir. Speaking of Resident Evil, which is what I've been playing, I'm currently editing the second game playthrough to put it on YouTube for folks. It's 2 hours long.
It only took me like days to upload it, and it's not like it did take a long time, but like I think at times my internet gave up uploading it. So
that's
I'm glad you were able to get it now.
Yeah. Kayla. Yes, for sure. And it's been a lot of fun playing. So definitely we're going to go through it later, but we've been streaming on Twitch every once in a while, and it's been really fun. So you should definitely follow us over there. So yeah, just welcome today's episode. It's pretty chill. We're going to talk about Gamescom, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And just, some other news things, but Gamescom is going to be our expert mode today. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. I think that's all the housekeeping we have. I'm currently looking at Jerica with a background that is a old woman holding a firearm on her Skype.
I dare you.
On her Skype background.
So one of the things I just enjoy doing is looking up stock photos, and particularly like stock photos of old women. And if you look up old lady stock photo, it's one of the first ones. It's this lady holding a gun.
Why?
And she's like pointing in the air.
I just don't know.
And I was just like, what does this describe? Who's buying this picture and for what? Like.
Can you imagine the model setup for this photo?
Yeah, I wonder what this lady was like. All right, Margaret, we're gonna take some pictures of you today holding this 9mm.
Yeah, just make sure you have a serious face on, Margaret.
She's like, okay, I guess that's what I've
signed
been
up
hired
for.
To do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a dream job, being a stock photo. I cannot talk. A stock photo model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's cool.
Well, let's go ahead and I could talk about stock photos with old women all day, honestly.
Yeah, no, me too.
But let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So if you are new here, we lay out our episodes in 3 modes. We got our easy mode, where we talk about what we've been playing, what we've been doing. I have a show I wanted to talk about today, actually. So occasionally we talk about shows or movies, other pop culture things. And then we do our normal mode, which is where we talk about our news, what kind of news we got going on. We have a couple things to talk about that are not Gamescom related, which are exciting. And then we have our expert mode, which is our main topic of the week, to kind of our central whatever we're going to be discussing. And that is this week, Gamescom 2021. So that is exciting. Jerica, I just, I was looking down at my phone to make sure I had everything in order, and I looked up, and it looks like that's your hand. Like, it looks like you're going like that.
I see it.
Hold on, wait. Stay exactly how you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Do you
It
see
does.
it?
Like, my hand's so large, too.
Do you see it?
You have to send that to me.
Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. And you're wearing a black shirt and like the sleeve is black.
Is it distracting? Do you think it's me, like,
No. It's
asking
okay.
a question?
No, I did for a minute. I thought you were raising your hand to like stop me.
There's a lot of other old lady stock photos I can swap it to, so.
No, it's okay. It was just
Okay,
hilarious that in that moment. Okay, sorry, back on track. But let's go ahead and do our loadout. Do 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 do
Mm-hmm.
do. We're delirious also because it's late.
Yeah, it's like way past Jerica's bedtime, so.
I stay up pretty late though. I don't
do.
know, but
This is
we're
early
both
for you, Kayla.
we're both grannies though, honestly.
Yeah, I'm ready to go to bed.
Jerica's had her Chick-fil-A. I've
Yep.
had my glass of wine. We're good to go. Anyways, our loadout is where we give the rundown of our episode, which we've kind of already done. I went ahead and started and let you know the lowdown for the episode. But if you want to go ahead and follow our Instagram and Twitter at JK Games Podcast, you can keep up with us there. We post when we're going live, when we're doing Q&As, that sort of thing. And then we have our Twitch, which, like I said earlier, we've been doing some lives here and there. And it is at JK Games Cast. I mean, if you ever want the links to any of these things, we keep them in our Instagram bio where you can easily link to everything, including our YouTube, which we have started using more often now. When we do lives, we record them and we put them up on our YouTube in a more condensed version. So definitely check that out. It is just JK Games Podcast or JK Games. I can't remember exactly which one. But also, lastly, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, email us at jkgamespodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to leave us a review on whatever platform you are listening on. Please.
Please.
And let's go ahead and just get into this, Jerica. I'm really excited from your photos that I've seen to hear about what you've been playing, Jerica.
Well, of course, since Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut came out a few days ago, I have dove into that. I of course beat the game when it came out on PlayStation 4 last year, and it really surprised me. Ghost of Tsushima, at first glance, when you start playing, you're like, don't know about this. Because it was just on the heels of Last of Us when I started playing it, because it came out like a month later. But overall, like, I love this game so much. You learn to appreciate the beauty of this game, and not on top of that, like how you fight other samurai. The gameplay is a little challenging, a little bit of a learning curve. And I was curious, like, because obviously when I was playing through it the first time, I learned and upgraded my abilities based on how I wanted to play. So I got really used to certain things. Jumping back in, of course, now you can explore a whole expansion, which is Iki Island. I won't go into any story spoilers, but you have an opportunity to go to a new island of Japan and explore and learn more about Jin's past. And he's the main character, by the way. But I was curious when I hopped in and started playing this if it would be hard to relearn everything with jumping sort of just right back into it. No tutorial or how to do this again. And yes, that was a little challenging. I kept dying a lot, and like I went up to the horse at one point and I thought there's a button I pressed I just thought was the get on the horse button, but instead it was the attack button. So I like stabbed the horse. I was like, oh no, wrong button. So like I am pushing the wrong buttons. a little bit, but it's really because I just haven't played and I'm just sort of like stuck or thrown right back in the middle of it. So I'm just taking my time and trying to relearn all the stances and what parry is again, like parrying and like dodging, all of that. Isn't too bad getting back into it, by the way. If anyone's interested in playing, it just takes a minute to hop back on the horse, if you know what I'm saying. And don't stab your horse, please.
Yeah.
I did that. It didn't die, luckily. It just sort of sat there and went, ow. So
it got irritated at you.
Yeah. But with all of that said, the coolest thing about hopping back in is that it's been enhanced for PlayStation 5. So frame rate is much faster. It's super smooth looking. The textures, the lighting, everything is just so... you didn't think that game could look any better, and it does look so much better.
That's awesome.
On PS5. And there's some of the adapted triggers work really well in the game too. It's like, for example, when you go to use your bow, you feel the tension and the triggers and the DualSense, and that's just cool. Really neat. And already I was noticing, like, as I'm controlling Jin and he's walking, like, you can feel like a subtle tap in the controller, like emulating footsteps, and it's just really cool. Like, they did well with the controller on the DualSense with this game. So, yeah, I haven't got too far into it. I'm maybe like an hour in, and I don't think this is a huge expansion, or I don't think it's going to take a whole lot of time, but probably 5 to 8 hours, I assume.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll get out of it. I haven't really looked. I feel like I've heard like those numbers being thrown around, but I can't remember. So, if you're looking to play Ghost of Tsushima and you haven't, and you have a PS5, you should definitely jump on this director's cut. Yeah. It is such a good game, good story. Didn't think I would get as into it as I did, and it ended up being one of my favorite games last year. So,
did you? Yeah. So you haven't finished it yet, right?
No, I haven't gotten through Iki Island. I have just started the journey.
Yeah.
I want to hopefully hop back in this week.
Sorry, I just had Hunter bring me a paper towel because my nose just started bleeding.
Oh no!
It's really not that bad, but
that's one thing I've never had before, and I've always sort of wanted to experience it.
It's not a really bad one. It's just I noticed it and I was like, oh, thought maybe I had like a boogie or something, and so I went to like casually check on it, and it's blood.
Now I have to take a picture for me.
Okay.
I won't post this anywhere. It's just.
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah, this is great. Technology. Cool.
So yeah, I was just curious.
If listeners, Kayla has a whole little multiple pieces of toilet paper just sticking out of her nose now. So we'll just get back to the serious topic. You should hop back into Ghost of Tsushima.
Totally. I was going to ask you did you have to pay an extra amount to get this?
Yes. Since I already own the game for PS4, all I had to pay was $30.
Okay.
Get the upgrade. So
I was going to ask you too. I guess maybe you can't really say because you're not done, but I was going to say, do you think it's worth it?
If I get at least 6 or 8 hours, definitely.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I didn't realize until I started playing again, like how much I should just pick back old games that I've beaten and just play around, because I was like, I just missed this game. Like, this game not only had a good story and was really pretty, it was just like fun to play.
Yeah, for sure.
I just hopped back. So maybe, it's totally worth it with the visual enhancements. Like, it sort of makes me want to like replay the whole game again.
Right. So can you technically go back and play the regular campaign all in enhanced version now? Also,
great that you asked. Yes, you can. There's actually New Game Plus. So if you've already beaten the game, might as well play a New Game Plus.
That's really cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I think that's definitely worth it then, because you technically get the whole game again with PS5 enhancements. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, have you been playing anything else in addition to that?
And of course, with the latest Destiny announcement, the new season kicked off this week. After the Destiny showcase, we'll talk a little bit about that later.
Yeah.
But hopping into that, really excited because the story is building into the next expansion. So all that's like Destiny has done a really good job. Especially if you look for it and like read everything and just pay attention. like their narrative direction has gotten so much better. Like the story is like easier to follow a little bit. You might have to do a little digging, but ultimately like you have a good idea of what's happening, and it's something you want to see through. Used to, like, you'd hop on Destiny and be like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever, it's just fun to play. But like now you're sort of like, I want to go do this thing because this character is experiencing this. So like they're definitely putting a lot of love into the storytelling in Destiny, which I appreciate.
Okay.
This is a good sign. But yeah, just playing Destiny, goes to Tsushima. I've downloaded and played a little bit of Psychonauts 2 because that was one of my favorites when I was younger. Obviously, this sequel has been years since the original Psychonauts came out on Xbox. So really cool because I have Game Pass. So I just had that thing pre-downloaded and started playing it. And I just, I won't spend too much on time on that because I'll maybe save Psychonauts for next week, like my little mini review of it. Mm-hmm. But it is also something I cannot wait to get back to. There's just a lot of games to play right now.
Yeah, so I actually really want to play that too. I didn't play the first one, but some friends of ours told me that they think I would really enjoy this one. Because it talks a lot about like mental health and stuff like that, right?
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a little, obviously it's like a fever dream when you just first hop in, but like, yeah, already a lot of the jokes and the theme, I'm just like, this is really clever and fun. And dude, it's just like, you just don't see games like this as often anymore. Like, it's,
you don't see stuff like that anymore.
You don't see stuff like this anymore. Everything's so grounded in reality or just like super hyper realistic looking. Like, I love to sit back and play a game that like this character is so cartoony and so outlandish looking, just like not grounded in reality, obviously. So it's a really pretty game. It's goofy. I love it. It's fun to play so far. So
cool.
I'll talk more about it next week.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'm hoping I will get to play it at some point too. Mm-hmm. So I've really just been playing nothing too crazy. I'm I haven't gotten to play much of Resident Evil since we last played. So I'm hoping to finish that soon because it's been a while. So hoping to at least get another, like, I want to definitely stream some more of it. So definitely will let you guys know on our Instagram. So I've been playing that. And I also have been randomly really back into Stardew Valley, like a lot.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm the kind of person, like, with these types of games, they're like one of my favorite types of games, like farming and simulator games. But with Stardew specifically, it's always been overwhelming to me a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, where there's so much to do. And it does have a storyline also.
And you don't have enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
It's so complicated.
And so I would just be like, well, like, where do I start? Like, what I want to do next and like all that sort of thing. So I kind of just stopped playing it. And then my friend, our friend of the show, who is a listener of ours, Katie is my friend. Mm-hmm. She kind of was like, okay, let me just talk you through what you need to do here. And she was like, you should start here. And I'm like, okay, now I'm working on my community center. I haven't really worked on it before. So now that gives me more goals and more like attainable little things to do. And so that's really gotten me back into it. And so I've been playing that a lot. I'm still trying to work through Figment too, which I talked about last week or the week before. It's so much fun. I really want to do like a mini review of that too. I really like it. It's super cute. It's super different. So I really want to talk more about that once I finish it. Other than that, I think that's all really. I haven't had too much time, unfortunately, to play games. Yeah. But I'm really excited, especially for like September's a big month of games coming out.
There's so much stuff coming out. Like, what is it? Kenna Bridge of Spirits? Did that come out already? I feel like that should be out.
Or it comes out in the next couple days. It's like the end of August. We have
it comes out September 21st.
We have Far Cry comes out in September, or it comes out in October.
Let's look up. Let me.
One of our friends, at least in our gaming fantasy league, which we talked about last week. Also, if you haven't, wait, no, it wasn't last week. It was the week before that Cody was on, right?
Yeah. So
you guys should definitely listen to last week, and you should also really listen to our episode with our friend Cody. So definitely check that out. So in September, I got all the ones from our gaming league in September. We got Lake, which Cody talked about. We
I
got
can't wait to play that.
WarioWare Get It Together. We got Life is Strange True Colors coming out.
Yep.
We got Tales of Arise.
Mm-hmm.
We got Lost in Random. We got Deathloop.
Deathloop. Mm-hmm.
We got Eastward. We got Can't Bridge of Spirits is actually in September 21st.
Okay.
We got Sable.
Yes.
We got Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Death Stranding Director's Cut.
Yes. Are you going to be playing that, Jerica?
I will eventually get to it. I don't know if obviously with this roster of games for September, I probably won't get to it right away, but I definitely will want to hop in and see that game updated for PS5 because it also looks really pretty.
All right. Well, I think we're good to go ahead and jump into our normal mode then. Oh, the show I was going to mention, I'm just going to briefly mention. Have you seen Titans? The new Titans
I haven't
show?
watched it. Yeah, I remember reading about it and I was just like, huh.
It's so Is it any good? Season 3 just came out and they're releasing it weekly. It's on HBO Max.
I think so, yeah.
It's so good. It's Titans, Teen Titans, but it's adult version and it's rated R. Okay. It's intense. It's very violent, but in a tasteful way. It's not just ridiculously violent. Okay. I love it. I think the story's great. I will say the first season is not as good as the second and third season, but it's relevant for the story. But I love Titans. I think it's so good. It's very you get a lot out of the characters, and the story is really good. There's a bunch of different storylines going on. It's awesome. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're a Titans or a DC fan. So really good. And the episodes I think are I think they're probably about they're either 30 or 45 minutes, I think. So anyways, I just wanted to quick plug that because I think it's really good.
I'm gonna check it out.
Let's move into our news. News
time.
All right, normal mode, baby. Let's go. Okay, Jerica. Jerica sent me this Twitter article about Little Nightmares 2. And you looked at it, right? You've booted it up or no?
Once again, I downloaded something and only played 5 minutes of it. Because I had already bought Little Nightmares 2 right after on the heel, only because of you playing the first one. Yeah. I was I've got to play this because I really want to play the sequel because the sequel saw gameplay, it looks really cool. Mm-hmm. So beat the first one and immediately it was Audrey was really enjoying just watching me play. I forgot what she was doing downstairs, working on something, and I was just wanting to play something. So it was one of those things she was helping me play through it. We would take turns. So I was let's get the second one. Let's keep going. Let's do this. We download it and we're oh man, this don't look good. This don't look good in terms of frame rate and my eyes are now used to 60 frames per second or higher now, Kayla. Yeah. So any game that's under just doesn't look right to me. My eyes are forever cursed. But
ray tracing.
All of that stuff, you're sort of expecting. So I was playing, and I was and I was did this not get optimized for PS5 yet? And Audrey looked it up. It had not, but it was coming soon. An update was going to happen soon. So I just put it down. But out of the blue, we get an announcement from the PlayStation blog that Little Nightmares 2 has an enhanced edition out on PS5. So this edition, of course, will come with all the bells and whistles you expect from PS5. If you had it downloaded and installed because of that, like me, now it's the time to play. So I downloaded the updated version and just wanted to take a quick look at it. And yes, it does look awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to pick it up. Like Jerica said, I beat the first one this year. Mm-hmm. And so I'm really hoping to be able to dive into the second one, which only came out, I think it came out earlier this year, right?
Yeah, I believe. It just went under my radar, and yeah, I'm glad you started playing the first one because I forget how good that game is.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's definitely on my radar now. I saw photos, and I think I saw a couple little videos, and it looks so good,
so smooth,
really good. So that we'll definitely let you guys know how that goes with us. Hopefully we can both do like a little spoiler review or a spoiler-free review, whichever you guys want. But
Yes.
last thing for just regular news before we dive into our expert mode, Jerica, did you want to talk about the Destiny showcase?
Yes, just I'll quickly summarize it. It's one of the best showcases I've seen in a long time. It was so good. Obviously, every year there's a Destiny expansion, except this year. Normally around October, September, in the fall time, you get a big update to Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this year it's not going to happen. This year, sort of thankful for that, Kayla. Sort of glad they're postponing it till February of next year. But the next expansion is going to be called The Witch Queen. And very excited because I really love when your enemies are the Hive. Like, I love the Hive enemies. It's a type of creature in this world that is very, on the outside, could seem a little demonic. Little evil guys running around.
Nice.
They're definitely doing things they shouldn't be doing in the universe. Always causing trouble. But the Witch Queen, and I'm just excited because it's a lady.
Yeah.
We've had previous Hive enemies that we've fought, so Oryx and Crota, and Crota, and then Crota's dad, Oryx. We beat him, and now Savathun is Oryx's sister. So she's just really there's a trailer out there that you can watch, but she looks awesome. Just a big Hive queen lady that's probably going to kick our butts, but apparently she's really sneaky. One thing I really appreciate from Destiny the past few seasons, they tie in together really well. And this season just kicked off to that's going to run through February, so it's going to be a long season. But each week there's an update, things to sort of pay attention to, but the story is going to tie into the Witch Queen expansion. Okay. Like, everything's building up to that point, so we're like, there's things we're doing without spoiling. There's things you're doing this season that you're like, I don't know. I can sort of see how this is about to play out. I feel like the Witch Queen wants us to do this because she's sneaky. Mm-hmm. And so you're just doing these things. You're like, you just feel sort of bad about doing these things, but whatever. Anywho, it's really cool because it just gets you hyped for what's coming next. But my biggest takeaways from the event that I'm really excited for, they did obviously reveal the new trailer for the Witch Queen, and then they showcased like what the new, like what's the big shocker. I don't know if this will be the shocker. I'm sure there's more surprises, but in this trailer they show there's Hive, so like the Hive, right? They're enemies. But you've never had any other enemies. So like there's Hive, there's Vex, the Fallen, and they've never had their own. They've never been able to wield the light, and that's what Guardians wield. Yeah. They have the light inside them. That's how they're able to do their supers and stuff. You've never seen any other enemies do that, and in this expansion, the Hive have their own Guardians. They've learned to control the Hive, and they have ghosts. So you just like see these Hive like popping supers, and you're just like, what the hell? I've never fought enemies that can wield the light. Mm-hmm. So that's really just like, I was like, what the heck? I was just like, what? I'm just really shocked. Like, what is that? That's cool. Awesome. So that was a pretty cool part. The trailer's really good. Like, the last few Destiny trailers have been top notch.
It seems like they're doing a really good job.
God, it's great. And then an announcement that made me really happy, because I like to play Trials of Osiris, which is, they only do it on the weekends. You can only play this on the weekends. The mode, it's 3v3. So, and basically it's elimination. So you get shot, you're out, and you do like multiple rounds. And
that sounds
obviously if you,
exhausting.
It's hard. It's really hard. Like, you, gotta be pretty good, to make it far in it.
It sounds like the Apex does arenas, which is similar. Yeah.
So it's like, but one thing I didn't like about Trials is that, one, you have to do a lot of stuff to be able to do Trials. Once you're able to do Trials, there's no matchmaking. So just like, I mean, for like strikes and other various things, you can matchmake and like just get paired with randoms and do the event. With Trials of Osiris, you always had to have 3 people. Like, so me and Audrey would play together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that we, the crew of dudes that we raid with don't really do trials.
Yeah.
So, like, it was me, Audrey, always, like, using the Destiny app and finding randoms to, like, hop on with us. And, like, it's just sort of, like, annoying. And you never know if you're going to get someone good. Last time we found a random person, they were cool, but they would not stop talking Kayla.
Oh,
it was
no.
just some guy,
I hate
and
that.
I was like, I don't talk a lot when I'm playing games, dude. And he's just like,
especially to people I don't know.
He was commenting on everything. He was just such a talker. And like, you know, I was like, it was giving me a headache. So all that being said, Trials of Osiris is getting matchmaking. So hella, yay. I don't have to worry about finding random people or having to talk to them. So I can just matchmake and be in a party and not have to talk to them.
That's good. Yeah.
No offense, random strangers online, just, you know.
I know what you're saying, especially for people like I'm not very extroverted, so like I'm just kind of want to chill.
I just want to like shoot guardians, and you don't have to tell me the game plan with this.
Yeah.
Like we're not that serious about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just sort of glad that we don't have to worry about finding someone. But with crossplay being a thing, that was another big announcement. Crossplay is live, so that means if you play on Xbox or PC, that we can all play Destiny together.
Yeah.
Which is really neat. And just easier to find people to play with now, which is great. Finding 6 people for a raid is not easy. And trying to make sure all those 6 people are available on the same night. And if you don't get it the first night, you have to play the next night. Is everyone free to do that? Mm-hmm. This is a lot of time. So now we have more people that can hop on and play.
That's exciting. I know you really are happy about that, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I've already asked off from work February 22nd.
Amazing.
For the expansion. Yeah, February is going to be a big month, Kayla, because we'll talk about this later in the Gamescom news, but we got another announcement for Gamescom for a highly anticipated game. So,
well, hey, let's use that as a nice little segue into our expert mode, baby. Let's go. Okay. So, let's see. So the article that I have is technically Gamescom is not finished, right? It's full days.
Yeah.
So we are recording on the 26th. So technically when you're hearing this on the 27th, it will be finished, or it won't quite be finished depending on what time we release it. But there's some things happening tomorrow, right, Jerica?
I don't know if there's any more live events, but I'm sure there's maybe some smaller announcements, I'm sure.
But the article that I'm reading from is from IGN. And this is Gamescom 2021, opening night live, everything announced. So we're starting off with some heavy hitters. I don't know if this is in order, because unfortunately I wasn't able to watch it live. And I don't think, Jerica, you weren't able to watch it live either, were you?
No, I ended up watching it later on. I had a doctor's appointment, which took forever.
I didn't watch it, the actual live show. I watched the trailers from pretty much everything that was announced. Yeah. Just like in bits and pieces. So one of the big things, Jerica, I know this is one of the things you're most excited about probably, is Halo Infinite. Got a big it got a release date, and it revealed alongside new multiplayer trailer.
Yeah. Woo! The multiplayer trailer was really, really cool. You should definitely take a look at that.
I did watch it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, I'm not a huge Halo person. I know that you played a lot more than I did. I played Halo Reach a lot, but that's really the only Halo that I played a lot of. So it seemed kind of like, not at the beginning, like when it focuses in on the person, it seemed like Halo until like it kind of opens up and like shows more. I thought that was really cool though. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, it looks really good, and I'm excited to have maybe, obviously they're gonna do what every other online shooter's doing and have like seasons. Yeah, I think it's really cool for them to tie in some kind of story to their multiplayer. They've never had that. Yeah. And the Halo world is definitely rich with lore, so just give me more of that, and I'm all for it. So it's exciting. But yeah, coming out December 8th. Woo!
December 8th, that's this year. Woohoo!
This year, it's coming.
So, the release date was revealed alongside a multiplayer trailer focused on Commander Laurette. Agrina. And I
Yeah.
thought she was really cool. She seems really cool.
Yeah.
Who will be one of the main characters featured in the first season of Halo Infinite's multiplayer. So it's like kind of has its own. The multiplayer has a campaign, which is interesting,
Mm-hmm.
or the multiplayer has a story, which is cool. And then it also shows that they announced the Halo Infinite Xbox Elite wireless controller.
Which I tried to pre-order, but they were sold out by the time I watched it.
Oh
Because I didn't watch it
no!
live. I sort of wanted one because I've always had the Halo controllers. Like I have all the old Xbox 360 Halo controllers.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I sort of collect those.
I'm sure at some point.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. I really didn't need to spend money on it, so it was
Halo,
a sign.
it's to celebrate Halo's 20th anniversary. Wow.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's
That's
been out for so long.
20 years. That's insane. And they also announced the Halo Infinite limited edition Xbox Series X.
Of course they did. Made me so mad.
It looks really cool.
Well, it's great for anyone that doesn't have the Xbox, but I was just like, man, that one's awesome. I want it so bad.
It looks so cool. Announced for November 15th is when that's coming out. Okay, so moving on. This Saints Row reboot arriving in February of 2022.
A lot sooner. What a big surprise, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever play Saints Row?
I did not, actually.
I didn't realize it had been so long since the last one came out. Like, I was listening to another podcast, and apparently the last Saints Row game came out on PlayStation 3. So there
Wait.
wasn't a game from last gen.
Maybe I did play this.
I played it. It was sort of like it's like another, at the time when it first came out, it's like, oh, this is going to be a Grand Theft Auto killer or like a competition to Grand Theft Auto. But it definitely was a lot more zanier and out there, and just anything was possible. Like, I feel like at one point you're like taking over the world.
Did
You're
you
the president or something? I don't remember.
Did you play Just Cause?
No.
It reminds me of that. I think it's a similar. I played Just
sort of like
Cause.
just
'Cause.
crazy, just cause all this just way over the top action. Which,
Yeah.
if you watch the trailer for the reboot that's coming out next year, it's a little more grounded in reality. They are going back to their roots and sort of like, calming it down a bit, it seems, and just sort of like reinventing itself. Like a reboot makes me super excited. But the trailer was really cool.
I watched it. It did look really interesting.
I like the kids, the young teenagers or young adults trying to stir up trouble, and I like the guy at the little cat helmet.
Yeah. Cool. It's coming out February 25th, 2022, and it's coming on all consoles. And the first trailer gives fans a look at the new city of Santo Ileso, which appears to take inspiration from American Southwest. There are 3 main gangs in this new reboot of Saints Row, and Opening Night Live also shared the first glimpse of gameplay footage. So that's pretty cool. All right, next up we got Marvel's Midnight Suns. Is it Pharisis? Is that how you say there?
I don't know.
Pharisis is Marvel XCOM game officially announced. So Marvel's Midnight Suns is a new strategy game from Pharisis. I think that's how you say it. Pharisis? I don't know. Pharisis Games that looks to be a super-powered version of the studio's XCOM franchise. While the game will feature customizable superheroes, it also will feature iconic Marvel characters like Iron Man, Wolverine, Captain America, Captain Marvel, and more. The game is set to be released in March 2022. The first gameplay will be revealed on September 1st. So I watched the reveal trailer. Did you, Jerica, of this one? It looks. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of like superhero games, though. I don't know. That's just kind of. Even though I'm super into I love superhero movies and superhero shows, games are just something I've never really been interested in.
Same. I didn't like that too, except Spider-Man. Spider-Man's
different for me.
There's a few exceptions to it, and those few exceptions are just like some of the best games I ever played.
Yeah.
But like everything in between that has maybe come out just Not really my cup of tea.
Yeah. One of the ones I was really excited for was Gotham Knights, which is delayed
Yeah.
to next year, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah, there's gonna be so many games that come out next year, Kayla.
Yeah, I'm really
So
excited
many
we'll
games.
have to at the beginning of next year or the end of this year, like go over them all. That's gonna be
I
exciting.
know. Yes.
Um, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to see the gameplay trailer. Maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know. I love the like version of Enter Sandman that they were playing in the background, the
Okay.
song. I thought that was cool. Oh, well, I just lost my place. I think the next thing though was wah wah wah.
We
Officially
knew it was
Horizon
we knew it was
Forbidden
coming.
West.
Yes, we knew it was coming, but now we know for sure.
Yeah. So
Got
Horizon
delayed.
Forbidden West confirmed to have a 2022 release date. So for Horizon Forbidden West has been delayed out of 2021 by Guerrilla Games revealed fans won't have to wait too long as the game will be released. Drumroll on February 18th, 2022.
All right, so we got Horizon on February 18th, Destiny on the 22nd, and
And
then
then
Saints Row on the 25th. I feel like there's even something else that I'm missing. Elden Ring comes out in January. Like,
a
it's jam
lot.
packed. Like, that's a lot of games. And I've already asked off for Destiny, so I might have to ask off like a few more days before to play some
Probably so.
Horizon.
Just take the whole
Yep.
week, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to add a few more days
Yeah.
front end now.
So yeah, now it's confirmed. Did they give us another trailer? Or was it just, I mean, can they give us
No,
anything
yeah.
else?
There wasn't
Honestly?
anything else. They just gave us the date, so
Yeah.
which is fine. I don't need to see any more of
I don't
Horizon.
either.
I'm good. I know what
Yeah.
it is. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready. We're all ready. Um, Speaking of being ready, next up, we got Call of Duty Vanguard reveals 9-minute video of campaign gameplay. I felt like I had to look away. I was like, I don't want to be spoiled. I was
I
like, I
know.
didn't watch the whole thing because I didn't want to see the whole thing. I love Call of Duty, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna be playing this. So I didn't watch the whole thing. Did you, Jerica?
I did because I was just like eager to see like what was going to be new with this campaign.
And
And
this
it looks like they're just this
lady main
lady.
character.
Yeah, she's a badass sniper lady.
Hmm.
But like it just looks pretty it's pretty cool because it looks like you're going to be able to obviously play from the perspective of a few different characters in this timeline of World War II from different countries. So I think that's so exciting to me because I do like stories from this time frame.
Hmm.
Um, I like war movies. I do like watching those. And so I'm just eager to see like how they string all these characters together or
Hmm.
just like tell multiple stories in one game. But like the gameplay looks so freaking good. Like every
Yeah.
time Call of Duty just gets to look a little bit better and it's insane. Like, I'm
Yeah, so we,
ready.
we got to see a little bit of here's what it's like to be playing Polina Petrova, who is a Russian sniper fighting on the Eastern Front. As a sniper, Petrova's movements are more stealthy, so that's pretty cool. Petrova can sneak behind enemies for stealth kills or parkour up ledges
Parkour.
to find good sniper vantage points. But if needed, Petrova can take a shotgun into tight corridors and fight your way through the Nazis, which that's always a good time. So once again, we're returning
Also,
to World War II, but the developers are taking a more narrative-focused approach this time around.
mhm.
What were you gonna say?
Also, this lady is voiced by Laura Bailey, voice of Abby from The Last of Us Part 2 and
I,
other various games.
I did not realize that. I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, this story centers around an elite group of Allied soldiers, history's first special forces unit, as they try and finish the war for good. Did we get a date or a time frame?
It's
November?
November, I think. I think
Yeah.
it comes out in November, yeah.
I went to see it. Somebody's already snagged it. I can't remember who got it on the gaming fantasy
I
gaming
was like,
lead.
dang.
I can't remember. Um, okay, moving on. So we also got Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga gets a new gameplay trailer in a spring 2022 release window. So they just said spring 2022. I do you like any of the Lego games, Jerica?
Not until I saw this trailer, because this game looks so good to me.
I actually didn't watch this one.
I was blown away by how good this game looks. It looks so freaking good. I'm definitely going to play it.
Okay.
Definitely going to add it to my agenda. It's not one I'm going to write off and like get to later. Like when this game comes out, I want to play it.
Okay. Hey, I've never really played. I played like Lego Batman, I think. But I haven't really
one or two like little like sit down. It was like we had it because it was on sale or something.
Yeah.
But I never like was like this one. I'm just like I'm excited for. It's on my list of games I want to play next year.
So next up we have Death Stranding. Once again in news, Death Stranding Director's Cut shows off its new items, features, and missions, including a jetpack.
Yeah, the jetpack's dope. It looks awesome, Kayla.
So Death Stranding's Director's Cut will be releasing on September 24th. I just didn't realize it was that soon, Jerica.
Yeah, right around the corner.
And this trailer showed off some of the new items, features, and missions players can look forward to when they jump back into the game that was first released in 2019. I actually was not able to watch this one either, Jerica. So tell us a little bit about it. What are you excited about?
This actually ended this show, which is funny because in the order of things on this article, but this actually ended the show, and it was I know Kojima's been posting on his Instagram like working on the trailer. So he's been working on this trailer for a long time, but all the new updates are going to be quality of life improvements to this game. So if you hopped into Death Stranding and you was having a hard time like wrapping your head around like, is this what I do? Like, man, it sure is difficult to traverse this world. It's hard. Like, it's not an easy game to play. A lot of the updates and things that are added into here are to make your life easier as a porter to traverse the world. So like it's gonna definitely entice more people to play, I feel like, or at least like stick with it longer. One thing I'm really excited about too is like these extra missions, and there's actually they sort of showed it earlier this year with the first tease for this director's cut. But there's a new mission where you have to use stealth elements and like sneak up on guys. Mm-hmm. So he's definitely blending in the worlds of like the things that he did with Metal Gear Solid, and I thought that was pretty clever. The stealthiness of the character sneaking around and getting these guys. And it's funny because in Death Stranding they have like these little I forgot what it's called, but the flapper that's on the backpack that like tells you when BTs are nearby.
Yes.
The bad guys also have those. And in Metal Gear Solid, like when they see Snake, like the main character, when they gets alerted, they have like the exclamation part. It's like, zing!
Yeah.
The guys in the Death Stranding mission like have their little blinkers
like
going
cute,
off.
A little nod.
It was a little nod to Metal Gear Solid, so I enjoyed that little tidbit. But what threw me off the most about the end of this trailer, it was super long. At the very end, there's a scene where Sam, Norman Reedus' character, main character from the game, walks up to this door and peeks out, and it's like an ocean. He opens the door and it's like an ocean, and he's looking around, and all of a sudden this big whale like comes out of nowhere. And I don't know what to think about that because one, I know whales have a significance in Death Stranding because it's like beached whales, but everyone's saying it's a tease that Kojima's working on a new project. Like that is a sign of there's more things to come from Kojima. And Jeff Keighley at the end of that video just like looked at the camera like he just knew something, and he was just like, yeah, that was that.
That definitely seems like it has significance though.
It does. And the one thing that I keep tying this to is Moby Dick Studios, the fake company that Kojima created to unveil Metal Gear Solid. So I don't know if the whale, Moby Dick, the whale has any significance that he's up to,
I mean, that is interesting.
Again. It is. It's just another tease. Who knows what's what these days? I don't know. Is abandoning Kojima? I don't know. I don't know.
We went into that last week a lot. If you wanted to hear that,
I can't get into that again. I'm sort of banging my head against the door. Thinking about it. Regardless, Death Stranding Director's Cut looks great.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't know why this article is in such weird order, but that's interesting that they ended the show with that.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing you saw was the whale situation?
Yep, that was it.
Hmm. Seems interesting.
It
Next
does.
up, Far Cry 6 gets a new story trailer. This is one of the games I'm most excited for this
Me
second half of the
too. I
year.
am. I'm ready.
It looks so good. I'm so excited. Really nothing else to say besides it was like a 3-minute video, I think, or something. It is
Yeah,
just a
just
new
sort of
story trailer.
showcasing
Yeah.
the new villain and sort of like his personality.
Hmm.
Obviously, I can't wait. I did ask off to play this game.
Oh my
Of all the games
gosh.
this fall, I asked off to play this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. So yeah, that's really all on that. We'll definitely keep you guys updated. Definitely will be playing that also. Horizon Zero Dawn got a 60 frames per second update for PS5. Did you see
Yep.
that? Did they really show
Yeah.
anything from that, or did they just kind of talk about it?
No. I don't even think, I think it just came on the heels of this. Like, I think that I found out about that on Twitter.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
like, oh, cool. Neat.
Okay, Jet the Far Shore. Did you see anything about this?
Yeah, it
Mysterious
looks
space
cool.
exploration game from Super Brothers and Pine Scented Software. Interesting.
Yes, that's a lot. It looks cool. I'm curious to see like what the gameplay loop actually is because it seems very abstract. The trailer does.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm eager to see some gameplay from this further. So, yeah.
Okay, and then we have Amazon's New World open beta launched, post-launch plans teased. So Amazon's upcoming MMO New World will get an open beta from September 9th to the 12th, ahead of its September 28th release date. I've actually not seen
Well,
anything about this.
me neither, and I may have skipped over it.
Interesting. I'll have to
I don't
look
know
at
why.
that.
I saw Amazon, and I was just like, nah, I don't care. I don't know why. No offense to the game makers for this game. I was just like, oh, what?
Wait, another game in February, Jerica.
I know.
Saifu gets February release date for PC and consoles. The Kung Fu game Saifu, which was actually on my list for this year and it got delayed, which features a gameplay mechanic that ages players every time they die.
Which is really cool.
That is
I
really
saw
cool.
that the concept was. I'm like, that's neat. No one's done that before.
Yeah, and it will be released on February 22nd, 2022. Wow, that's
All right, this
crazy.
next game, Kayla, was my game of the show.
I didn't watch this trailer. Oh my gosh, I must have
Okay.
missed this.
This is definitely a Jerica game. It's called Cult of the Lamb. All you need to do is watch the trailer, but essentially,
I'm looking at it as we're
yeah.
talking.
Oh my God, it's this lamb character. The art style is really cute. I love it. It looks really fun to play, but I don't know really specifically like this little lamb seems to have some kind of demonic qualities and
Ooh,
it
this
starts
looks
a
so
cult.
cool. What
But
the?
they had me at Cult of Lamb. I'm like, yes.
When does this come out? Do you know?
Next year sometime. I forgot. Like it's definitely the it's 2022.
I love this art style.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, yeah. This is on my radar now. Is it
Yeah.
it's coming out on all consoles or is it just
I
do
assume so. Like I feel like this would be coming to most things.
yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. It's about to give me a date. Let's see. Maybe. Oh no, there's no date. Hold on. Cultofthelamb.com. No, it doesn't give you a date. Anyways, so yeah, that looks cool. That is a Jerica game. It definitely looks like a
Yes.
Jerica game.
Yes.
Jurassic World Evolution 2 release date?
I feel like you would enjoy playing this.
You think so?
Yeah. So I
Huh.
sort of want to play it too. I never
I,
played the first one.
I like dinosaurs.
And you like sim games.
I do like.
So
Is it a sim game?
yeah, you have your own dinosaur theme park.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I did not know this was a sim game.
Yeah, you should watch the trailer for it, but I want to play it.
I don't know. I don't understand. So I was trying to catch up today. I really missed a lot. I did not realize that I missed this much. But okay, this is coming out on November 9th, 2021. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. So this is one I was really excited to talk about. Okay, so our friend of the show, Cody, who was on a couple episodes ago, really wanted to make sure I saw this game, And I think you talked to Jerica about it too, right, Jerica?
Yes.
Dokev, is that how you say it? Dokev?
I don't know. Is it Doki V or Dokev? I don't know.
The creature catching action adventure from the Black Desert Online team looks like a shiny, colorful dream. Dokev is a high-octane action adventure from the developers of Black Desert Online that has players befriending strange creatures called Dokebi that gain power from the dreams of people. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in this trailer, but first off, this is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. Like, the graphics are insanely realistic to the point where these little anime kids look almost creepy, like how real they look.
So it says there's another article from Polygon that describes it as an open world adventure that feels like Pokemon meets Splatoon.
Yeah, that's a good, perfect description.
A new creature collecting game announced from Pearl Abyss. There are plenty of video games where you collect creatures, but there's not much that quite looks like Dokev, a new world adventure game from developer Pearl Abyss. Instead, the game looks like a mashup of other game elements. It really is like a mashup. They also mentioned it kind of is like Monster Hunter, Pokemon, and Splatoon. So yeah, there was a 4-minute trailer at Gamescom that showcased the crowded city world and a few other settings. Throughout it, cartoon children zoom around on skateboards, rollerblades, and gliders.
And llamas.
And an umbrella. It was like a little umbrella thing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. This looks really cool. I'm down.
It's so neat looking. Like, it looks like you do so much shit in this game, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I love when I see like people do like have different approaches, and this looks very different. Even though it does seem like a bunch of combinations of games, it's very unique, you know?
It's a fever dream in a good way.
Did it not get a release date?
It didn't.
Aw, boo. Okay. Ooh, really quick. Park management game with impossible roller coasters. Did you see that?
I did.
Park Beyond is a new game from Bandai Namco and Limbic Entertainment that features a concept called impossibilication that makes park rides into creatures that defy the law of engineering and physics. Ooh, sign me up. Oh, interesting. Dead Mouse? Is that how you say his name? Dead?
Yeah, I saw that too, and I skipped over it.
Making a music experience inside another game platform. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade, Blood Hunt, Toreador Clan gameplay trailer revealed. That was
Say
a
that
mouthful.
5 times fast.
That was a lot. I know that was on somebody's list as a counter pick for the Fantasy Game League, so I don't know if what that says about this game. Ooh, okay. The terrifying Outlast Trials gameplay revealed. Did you watch this, Jerica?
I did. Looks really fun.
I'm really excited about this. I enjoyed the first Outlast, so I'm excited to see what this is like, especially it seems similar to Dead by Daylight, sort of.
Yes, definitely. Looks like a multiplayer game that you can play, bring some friends along, and yeah, I watched some of the gameplay and I was like, oh, definitely Dead by Daylight vibes for sure.
Oh, so it's really... Sorry. There's a couple other little things, but I think that pretty much covers it, right, Jerica?
Yeah, that's all the big announcements. There's nothing... Some of the stuff I skipped over until I got to, like, certain things. But everything we hit on just now...
that was actually a lot.
That was a lot of
good, like, pretty big things going on.
It wasn't a bad show. I mean, nothing was, like, earth-shattering in terms of announcements, but it was... enough good information.
Yeah. What do you think are your favorite things that was on there?
Like I'm glad we got news on Horizon.
And Halo.
I think those two things probably like the biggest like one of the things that caught my eye the most, which is really funny, is like the Lego game. I can't I actually went back and like watched the trailer because it just looks so good. It's just like, I can't believe this is like a real game. It looks visually just like stunning.
Yeah. So the Call of Duty Vanguard campaign did intrigue me for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that the Dokev game is what really, really surprised me that I really like a lot.
out of everything shown here, the thing I want to play the most is definitely that Dokkan V game.
Yeah.
I want to play that so bad just to see what it is.
And I'm really excited for Far Cry 6 too.
Yeah.
So that's on there. A lot of good things. Lots of positive things. So definitely let us know what y'all's favorite thing that you saw was that we talked about. I'm gonna have to check out the Jurassic World sim game, okay?
You should definitely watch the trailer.
Yeah.
I think that'd be right up both of our alleys, so
I love weird niche like sim game, like random, you know what I'm saying?
and if you like dinosaurs, like, hey, and like maybe keeping your park safe, make sure the dinosaurs don't get out and like kill your visitors. That would be really fun.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Make sure you go follow us on our other socials and check out our YouTube. Be on the lookout because I should have the next gameplay footage from where I was playing Resident Evil, and this one's funny in my opinion.
Yeah.
So definitely,
it's a fun ride.
it is. So definitely check that out, and we will see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.